The movie begins with us seeing an old man cleaning the fish he caught from the sea, and now he opens the belly of the fish and takes out everything in it. But suddenly something shaking happens, which is that the fish that is submitted to be cleaned and dead moves and comes back to life again. So the old man is shocked by what happened and does not understand anything. At the same time, we see the short guy Tyler visiting a friend of his. As soon as he arrives, his friend greets him. After that, they learn that his dog suddenly got sick because it ate the poison of the fish. Tyler gets very upset for the dog and apologizes, and after that he takes out his gun and kills the dog to end its pain and suffering. But after that he gets in his car and leaves his friend. After a while he returns home, and as soon as he arrives he finds his wife, Jose, waiting for him. She tells him that their son, Yusef, was arrested, and the police told her that his father must come and receive him himself. Tyler, he gets upset about what happened and tells her not to be afraid. He will get her out. He leaves his house, gets into his car, and starts communicating with his assistant. He learns from him that a crazy person was arrested this morning because he went crazy and was eating his chicks while she was awake. Tyler gets scared and doesn't understand what happened. He gets even more scared when the assistant tells him that his worst son, who was also arrested, is the second one with Yusef. Not only that, but they also know that Anan is the reason for Yusef's admission because he is a bit of a mess. We will know more details about him later, but the important thing is that now Tyler finishes the call with the assistant, gets some rest, drives the car, and goes to visit his father's shop. From here, we learn that his father is the old man who was fishing in the morning, and the fish. It is true that he is surveyed in front of him while he is cleaning it. But the important thing is that the old man, as soon as he saw Tyler, asked him to open the box in front of him. Tyler is surveyed by the movement. This is just him listening to what he says, and opening the box. He is shocked when he does that, because he saw the dead fish moving inside the box, so his father knew that he caught this fish this morning, and literally after he killed it and took out what was inside it, it woke up from death. And this is the first time in the whole world. Tyler, my friend, was very confused by this word and told his father that he must burn the fish because they do not know what this is, and it might be a possessed fish. So he agreed and took the box of fish, and they both went out of the store to set it on fire. But suddenly Tyler hears a banging sound coming from the trunk of his car, so he quickly goes to open the trunk and is surveyed when he finds the dog that he just killed. Its body woke up from death and is currently attacking him, so Tyler hits it with a second bullet and finishes it off this time, and really, he is forced to set the dog on fire with the fish. After what happened left Tyler his father, and he went and returned to the name and found Juice there, and she quarrels with him because until now Yusef did not come out, so he became to her because he had a lot of problems and went to his father, and he is with her now, and they go to the policeman Shane, and he asks him to hand him Yusef, and then Shane got up and approved Juice and verified her and said to her, "Your son is ordered every day," so Juice got angry and left. From Sockat, as for Tyler, he goes with Shane to the prison where his two sons are. But the strange thing is that as soon as Shane opens the detection door, he is shocked because he finds the third person who was with them in the detection center bleeding a lot and lying on the ground, so he asks them what happened to that person. If he said no, suddenly his blood started to come out of his mouth in an incomprehensible way. The lesson, my friend, is that this third person actually starts to come out of his mouth now and suddenly turns into a zombie and attacks Sheen. Sheen pushes him away and strangles him with the weapon he has. Yusef went to help him and asked for this zombie, but unfortunately he gets bitten on his hand and falls to the ground. Not only that, the zombie bites Sheen on his arm as well. So Tyler intervenes and keeps hitting the zombie on his head until he falls to the ground. Sheen goes crazy and grabs the stick and brings it down on the zombie's head until Tyler comes and pulls him out of prison. After what happened, Yusef goes with his mother in the car, and Tyler gets in his car as well. At that time, he tries to laugh with him and offers him a drink, but Tyler refuses to take anything from him because of what happened today and literally ignored him. He is now responding on the wire and finding out from the person. What he was saying on the walkie-talkie was that friend Sugar had been calling the emergency number since yesterday, and he was terrified. So the way he was talking was that he would stop by at home to find out exactly what was going on. He hung up and then yelled at Aline saying, "I won't tolerate you anymore, and I won't pay you any ransom to get you out of jail again. If you get locked up, I'll leave you in jail. I wish you'd stay away from your little brother Yusef so you don't make him like you." He left him, my friend, and walked away in the car. Literally, at the time, he was very upset by what his father, Tyler, had said. But my friend, at the end of the day, Tyler goes to Sugar's house to find out exactly what was going on. As soon as Tyler arrives, he meets Sugar at the door of the house, stunned, and tells him that his wife is injured and her teeth are growing in a strange way. Tyler, of course, doesn't believe him and thoughts he's drunk, so he curses him and doesn't believe him. He then enters the house to make sure for himself, but inside, Sugar told him that she was upstairs in the room with her son. Tyler started to worry and quickly went upstairs to the room. As soon as he entered the room, he saw a strange sight. He saw Sugar's transformed mirror. A zombie is eating his son. From the shock, Tyler can't move. The zombie then attacks him and throws him to the ground. Unfortunately, it bites his hand. Tyler pushes it away and runs out of the house like a madman. He goes to his car and pulls out his gun. He hadn't put bullets in the gun. The zombie went out too and attacked Sugar. Tyler pulled him away and landed on Sugar's mirror with the back of the gun until he completely crushed her head. Then he and Sugar get in the car. Literally, Sugar was crying because he was bitten in the neck. He tries to restore him and tells him that he will take him to the hospital. He then calls the police and tells the assistant in the name that Sugar was injured and is currently going to the hospital. The assistant is shocked and tells him, "Don't go to the hospital. Juice is with me." She takes her. Juice calls her. How about reassures her? My friend tells him, "Don't." Tyler gets bitten and confused because he actually bitten, so he agreed on the place where he and Juice will meet so they can meet and see exactly what is happening. He ends the call from Sukkot without knowing any more information and hangs up. After a while, Tyler and Sugar arrive at the place they agreed on with Juice. As soon as he arrives, he sees Juice's ambulance having an incident on the bridge. Tyler gets scared and gets in the car and quickly goes to the bridge. There he finds the ambulance driver turned into a zombie and runs over to the car, bleeding. Suddenly he finds his wife, my friend Juice, getting out of the car, taking a gun from him and moderately hitting the driver who had turned into a zombie in the brain. She finishes him off. After that, she tells him that Yusef is still locked inside the car. By the way, my friend Charlie, Yusef's wife is with them now and she is going crazy over. Yusef tries to get him out of the car but failures because the door was broken and corrupted to open. The problem is that the doctor who was with him in the same car turned into a zombie as well and started attacking him and was about to kill him until he was arrested her with his foot and opened the car door. The problem is that when he paid this zombie out of the car, she fell on Tyler and kept trying to strangle him and bite him. At the time, the dog's owner, if you remember, came and turned on the electric saw and cut the zombie's head in two and saved Tyler after everything that happened. This has been about 6 months now. Zombies, my friend, you can say that they have offshore spread through the city and the whole world because of the virus that is not understood how it appeared and which has no cure until now. The whole city was literally destroyed because of all of this. During the past 6 months, Tyler gathered his friends and everyone he knows, and they created a kind of camp system because, by the way, they didn't turn into zombies because their body was resistant to infection, and no matter how much they were bitten, they wouldn't turn into... Glory be to God, I mean, his luck is like honey. But there is a very important thing. They can turn into zombies when they die, because any living creature in general, after the virus that appeared, turns into a zombie as soon as it dies. The important thing is that, my friend, they made this camp so that they can protect each other and help each other survive because now they have become persecuted. In this camp we see Yusef and Charlie coming from an exploratory trip to the area. And in fact they are not returning alone. But with them are 3 people, a man, 2 girls, and another girl by herself. And the one who is receiving Yusef now and the one with him is his brother Al-Nin. He gets upset when he sees Yusef bringing other people to the camp, as this will be an additional burden on them and on the camp's resources, which are already few, and what bothers them more is that this person's daughter is infected. A poor person, when he saw her injured, he went crazy and hit the girl's father. Yusef went far away, took out a gun from his pocket and decided to kill the girl before she turned. So Charlie cursed him and said to him if the one in his stomach turned out to be a zombie, she would kill him too. And my friend Charlie was pregnant a long time ago, even before this disaster happened. And now she's about to give birth, but that is not our issue. Yusef, the important thing is that he acted foolishly with his wife and hit his brother. And a fight broke out between them until Tyler heard them and went out to them from the camp, and everyone got upset to make them shut up, and indeed they listened and kept quiet. The person became the father of the injured girl crying to save his daughter, so he was shocked and knew that the girl was dead. So this person approached her and kept crying. So Tyler pulled him away and asked him to enter the camp from the direction of the bathroom. She went to see what was wrong. At that moment, she saw the person whose daughter had just been killed thrown in the bathroom, bleeding from his hand. He said that because of his grief over his daughter, he killed himself completely, and since he is dead now, he wakes up and turns into a zombie at the same time. And the rest of the people, so the man wipes away his tears and enters. The camp was forced upon him, and the rest after that. Tyler, he grabs the axe and kills the girl because I turned into a zombie at the same time. The girl remained. The third one was with Yusef and Charlie. She went to Gus so Gus could check on her health. Fajuz told her that if she was fine and not injured at all, the girl said to her, "No, I'm fine," and reassured her. This means that everything is perfect. So you can rest assured by letting her go to the bathroom. The lesson here is that the girl, when she goes to the bathroom, she starts to check on me. The injury and bite in her stomach means this. She wrote to Gus and told her she was fine. Although it can literally transform into any time in truth. This is not the only shock, because this girl, while she was in the bathroom, heard the sound of a knock coming at this moment. Tyler was standing with his father and his son Yusef, telling them that there is a gas station next to them, and they must go to the station and get some fuel because they will need it. His father said to him, "Okay, but the station will be full of zombies and we must clean it first." Tyler did not have time to reply because now Sugar was running and telling him, terrified, that the person whose daughter died killed himself in the bathroom, and now he turned into a zombie. Of course, Tyler got scared and took some of his breath and went to the bathroom holding the sword in his hand, and entered the zombie in the bathroom and finished him off. At the end of the day, we see Yusef sitting and talking to his wife, Charlie, talking about his brother I, and telling her that his brother I is his brother from another mother. He was literally a poor and lonely child because his mother died when he was 4 years old, and after that, he spent his life completely away from his father and lived in a host home. Children, and this had a great impact on Aline's personality, and he became different from Yusef, and always kept telling him, "You are lucky to have a mother." So Yusef always tried to be close to Aline and never got mad at him, and always tried to make him feel that he has a family, and always reassured him, and he was always upset. By the way, now while he was telling Charlie all this, even Charlie got upset with Aline and removed silent and didn't know how to respond. After a while, Tyler and everyone went out to the camp gate and started getting ready to go to the gas station, but Aline didn't like this and told Tyler that he wouldn't go with his team because he was afraid zombies would attack the camp while they were there. Tyler didn't believe him and didn't want to pressure him and let him do what he wanted. So he said that before Tyler moved with the others, he told Yusef that he was having a party today and he takes some of it and walks. So Tyler left him walking and asked Yusef to go attend this party with I, because he knows that Aline is reckless and might do something like this or that. So he asked him to go to this party to take care of him. So Yusef told him okay and went after his brother. And indeed, Yusef calls the party, and when he sees him come to the party, he gets very happy, and they both sit and joke around a lot with each other until he goes crazy and starts taking a large amount of drugs. God forbid, and the problem is not here specifically. The bigger problem is that the girl who is supposed to be infected with them at the party is the second one, and no one present knows when she will transform. But anyway, at the end of the party, the girl transforms and attacks Ayin and bites him. But somehow Ai's team catches this girl and follows Ayin. But we really don't know how, because Ayin is barely getting smaller in front of us now, and he went back to the camp and called for Yusef. Yusef was brightened when he saw him injured because, by the way, he didn't know that he was bitten because he left the party early. Anyway, Yusef starts to support his brother, asking him what happened, but he doesn't answer him. He asks him not to let anyone know that he was injured, and asks him to prepare all the people in the camp, and says a strange sentence to him. It's either us or them. Of course, Yusef goes crazy and doesn't understand anything and says, "The important thing now is that I treat you because we are your family." He really hugs him and apologizes to him. And suddenly, without any introduction, he takes a knife out of his pocket and stabs Yusef in the side, causing him to fall to the ground, and says to him, "After this, I don't have a family." After that, he opens the bags of the car with his assistant, and they take out the zombie girl who bit him, and they take her and enter the camp where all the humans are, and they free her there and make her run after people and attack them because they all turned into zombies. Everyone was terrified when they saw her and they ran at that moment. Yusef pulled himself together and entered the camp. He went to his wife and mother, the room they were in, and told them what he said he did. The mother and everyone there were shocked because, by the way, other than the people who are immune to zombies, there are other normal people living in the camp. If they get bitten, they will turn immediately. Anyway, The mother tries to calm them down and tells them that he will escape from the back door in the room one of the people there sent, and went to open the door to escape. And there was a zombie waiting for him. It dripped on him and his blood ran out. After a while, Tyler and his team returned to the camp and were shocked when they saw the situation of the camp. It was all in ruins, so Tyler, to reassure himself, called his wife on the radio and asked her about her situation. She shocked him and told him that they are currently in the basement with Yusef and his wife and 8 other people, and the rest died and turned, literally. Tyler was very shocked by her words that the number of people in the camp is 150 people and they all transformed. So Tyler was terrified by that. But he did not say this in front of Juice. He reassured her and told her that they will enter now and save them. He closed the road after that, and he had one of his friends ride in the police car and start it. Then he opened the door of the camp. Most of the zombies who saw the police car came out of the camp and ran after it. Tyler's friend, who was in the car, started the car and started dragging all the zombies far away and walked with them far away from the camp. Tyler and the rest take advantage of the opportunity and entered the camp. They were immediately at the Dome of Flu. There were 2 zombies trying to push the door open and let Juice and the rest in. Tyler's father acted and finished them off with his word. After that, he and Tyler entered to Juice and Yusef. At that time, Tyler felt reassured about Joss and Joseph and the rest, and asked them to go out and ride in Sugar's car that was parked outside. But the problem is that they don't have time to escape, because the second door of the basement opened, and all the zombies entered the basement. So Tyler, Juice, and Yusef escaped and got out of the basement. And as soon as they got out, Tyler locked the door. But the problem here is that he has to keep holding the door with his hands. Otherwise, all the zombies will come out and kill Juice and Yusef. Especially since Yusef is injured in his side and won't be able to escape or run from them quickly. So Tyler decides to sacrifice himself and asks Juice to support Yusef and escape from here exclusively. And he will keep holding the door until they escape. And literally he doesn't have time to carry out the plan, because the zombies push the door open and make it fall on him. So Shows tries to pull him out from under the door. But unfortunately she doesn't know how, and the zombies eat him and kill him. So Shows gets very upset with Yusef. But they escape now with Tyler's father and get in the car and on. The idea is that Charlie is with them, and they run away from all the zombies, and they are collapsing from crying on Tyler, and they are driving the car. The Nin makes a woman call them, and she tells them that Anin has gone crazy and is currently killing the people living in the church. Tyler's father gets very upset with this guy and reassures her and tells her that he is coming to save her now and ends the call. As soon as he ends it, he makes the zombie eat the woman who is talking on the phone and kills her. In short, after a while, the day comes back again, and they take everyone to the church and they stand in the car next to it. While inside the church, the assistant of the Nin and the ones with him gathered people and put them on the ground and sprayed gasoline on them to set them on fire. So the question here is, why is he doing this, and why does he want to kill all the remaining humans? Simply put, my friend, he wants to preserve food and drink for the longest possible period. So he kills people to save large quantities of Why Is He Eating and his team. But after we knew why he was doing this, we continued. The assistant, the Nin, was standing in front of people, laughing and making fun of them before they died. Suddenly, while he was laughing, Yusef and his grandfather came, and his grandfather went and cut his head open with the word. Then Yusef raised a gun at the girl who was left from Ein's team and asked her where Ein was. She was terrified and told them where he was. At the same time, Charlie was in the car with Juice and was screaming because she was submitted to give birth right now. The screaming was so bad that he came and killed Tyler's friend with the word. Juice was terrified and raised the gun at him. He threatened her that he would kill Charlie if she didn't throw the gun. Juice was scared and threw the gun in front of her on the ground. Then he pulled Charlie and threw her on the ground. He opened the bag of the car so that a zombie would come out of it and make Charlie turn into a zombie. Of course, Juice went crazy when he opened the bag and grabbed the gun from the ground again and hit him. 2 shots in his back. But unfortunately, the zombie who was in his car bag got out and was going to kill Charlie. But thank God Yusef arrived in time and killed the zombie. He went to check on his wife, but she cried and shocked him and told him that she was unfortunately bitten. Yusef started crying and getting really upset and left her now and went with his grandfather, who took him far away. At that moment, Yusef kept getting angry at anyone and stuck them with a knife and then left. He and his grandfather. Then all the zombies came and started eating what was left of the people. At the same time, Yusef and the others had gone to the sea and stayed there waiting for Sugar until they told the boat, and everyone started moving to get on it and escape from here completely. Yusef's grandfather was standing and talking to Yusef, and they knew that he would not ride with them. He hugged him and asked him to escape with the others, but he would stay here to save them time. Yusef, he gets very excited because his grandfather is the last person left for him. But he usually goes to ride the boat with the others and leaves, while his grandfather stays and fights the zombies with a word, killing one after the other and fighting out his mission, and actually saving them time. But after that, he dies in a very sad scene. But after Yusef and the others move in the boat, they keep walking for a very long time until they reach a safe place where they stop. And Juice starts helping Charlie with the birth because she is almost transformed, but the baby is still fine. And she keeps helping her until Charlie gives birth safely and the child comes out perfectly. After that, Yusef goes to her and gives her son to Curry, so she cries with joy because he is fine. And then she quickly returns him to Yusef because she felt that she is going to transform. So Yusef cries and takes him from her and gives him to his mother. Juice then takes out the gun he had with him and kills her as she asked him to. And she dies in a sad scene and the movie ends, and we still don't know what the fate of the rest is. But at least they stayed away from the biggest possible danger, which is the 9. I want to tell you something, my friend. This story seems like it's about the end of the world and everything is fine. But there's a part you have to pay attention to, which is that parents can literally treat their young children differently from each other, even if it's very small. Unfortunately, this can plant in the son or daughter when they grow up something that makes them a completely different person than the spoiled son who was treated well. So pay attention well, for God's sake. If you know someone, advance them. That's all. Bye.